Hi guys, Irina here and welcome back to my channel where I review everything tech. Today, let's do the unboxing of the brand new Google Pixel 6a and let's get straight to it. So I got my unit in this white finish, which is officially called Chalk. Looks pretty cool, I like it. And in the box we get a USB-C to USB-C cable, a quick switch adapter, a SIM tool, and a quick start guide. And as you can see, there is no power brick this time, even though the last year's 5a had one. Well, this was quite expected. The Pixel 6a comes in three colors: sage, chalk, and charcoal. It's pretty cool in terms of design. I would say it has this signature Google style, if you know what I mean. This phone looks like a miniature version of the Google Pixel 6 and 6 Pro. Well, no wonder. This model is supposed to be a budget version of the Google Pixel 6 lineup. Looks very cute. And let's quickly go over the highlights and the tech specs of this phone. We have a 6.1-inch OLED display on the Pixel 6a with Full HD Plus resolution and 60Hz refresh rate. This phone has a fingerprint sensor, but there is no face recognition. There is a 4410 mAh battery on the Pixel 6a, and we'll see how good the battery life on this phone is. Stay tuned. The Pixel 6a is powered by Google Tensor, the same chip that we have on the Pixel 6 and 6 Pro. This phone has 6GB of RAM and 128GB of internal storage. The storage is non-expandable. By the way, let's check out the wallpapers and see if there is anything new. This Nature Swept collection is nice. I think this is new because I don't have it on my Pixel 6 Pro. And also, I like the curated culture. It's not new, but it's always been one of my favorite. It's been made by very talented creators. And finally, let's talk about the camera of the Google Pixel 6a. We have a dual camera here, the 12.2 megapixel main camera and the 12 megapixel ultra wide camera. Let's open the camera app and see what modes and features we get on the Pixel 6a. And let's start from the beginning. The first mode is the night side, which comes in handy when you take photos in low light. Here in the settings, you could enable or disable the astrophotography mode. You could set a timer. We have focus settings here, auto, near or far, and you could choose the image ratio. I always use 16:9 for social media. Also, you get a few zoom options in the night side, including the ultra-wide camera. The next mode is the portrait mode. In the settings, you could enable the flash or night side. There's some retouching options if you want, and then we also have a timer and ratio. There are two zoom options here, but keep in mind that the one-time zoom is already slightly zoomed in when compared to the default camera view. In the default camera mode, in the settings, you could enable the flash or the night side. You get the top shot feature that lets you pick the best shot after the photo was taken. Then we have the timer and ratio, and here at the bottom you could switch between zoom options. Moving on to the video mode. In the settings, you could enable flash, change resolution and frames per second. We get some zoom options. You could choose the speed of your video and make slow motion and time-lapse videos. And finally, in the video stabilization section, you could choose between standard, locked, active, and cinematic pan. And finally, here in the modes, we have panorama, photosphere, and the Google Lens. And now, let's take a look at some first photos and videos I've taken with the Google Pixel 6a. $449 is the price of the Google Pixel 6a, and I'm gonna talk about this phone in more detail in my comprehensive review, so let me know guys if you have any questions about this phone and I'll cover them in my upcoming video. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video.